So, Mutavault is a land that has been in Merfolk decks for years now, and besides being a really useful body, it has a lot of utility you might not know about. So, let's talk about it. Starting off, let's imagine you have 3 mana out, consisting of a Mutavault and 2 islands. Your opponent attacks with Ravaghan or really any creature you need to block. You know you need to block the Ravaghan with your Mutavault, but you also want to bounce Murktide Regent with Brazen Borrower's Petty Theft ability on their end step. Here's how you can do both. First, activate Mutavault, making it a 2/2 creature, then block the Ravaghan. Before damage is dealt, you can tap Mutavault and your island for mana, giving you enough mana to cast Petty Theft targeting the Murktide. The Mutavault, even though tapped, is still assigned as a blocker, and damage happens normally. Now, for Merfolk players, we typically view Mutavault as just a Merfolk, yet Mutavault having all creature types is more useful than you might think, since if you are running Master of Waves, it'll pump up Mutavault because it is an elemental, and if you are playing Spellstutter Sprite, Mutavault can count as a fairy, allowing you to counter something with a bit higher CMC. I know Master of Waves and Spellstutter Sprite aren't commonly run cards in Merfolk list, yet it is still useful to know. So let's imagine you have 4 lands out and a Silvergill Adept. That turn you cast Svyelun and pass the turn. Your opponent plays a Delirious Unholy Heat to kill the Svyelun. You can tap your island for blue and activate Mutavault. Even though Mutavault is tapped, it doesn't matter, since now Svyelun sees 2 other Merfolk giving her indestructible, so she will not die to the Unholy Heat. Remember, you don't need an island or other land for this. You can tap Mutavault for mana and use its own mana to activate its ability. Lastly, this isn't really a trick, but Mutavault is really useful versus decks with Boardwipes like Control, since it acts as a creature only on your turn. If you want to know the best ways to use your balance effects, then check that video out here. If not, I hope to see you next time.